What happens when Mercedes decides that luxury should no longer have limits? When Maybach, the world's most exclusive badge of comfort and craftsmanship, is given complete freedom. No budgets, no boundaries, just imagination. You get this. The 2026 Mercedes-Maybach Mythos SL. A car that isn't trying to compete with anyone, because there's simply nothing else like it. It's a roadster that blurs the line between machine and art. A statement piece, reserved for the rare few who already own everything. Except this. And here's the twist. Mercedes won't even sell it to you unless you've already proven yourself as one of their chosen collectors. This isn't just a car launch. It's the unveiling of a new era of exclusivity. So let's take a deep look inside the most breathtaking creation Mercedes has ever built, the Maybach Mythos SL. For over 70 years, the Mercedes SL has symbolized elegance and open-top freedom. It's the car of movie stars, athletes, and dreamers. A roadster that always balanced beauty and performance. But now, that legacy has evolved. Mercedes asked a question. What if the SL became something even higher? Something mythical? Enter Maybach, the name that represents the pinnacle of luxury under the Mercedes banner. Known for their limousines and chauffeur-driven sedans, Maybach has always lived in a world of silent power. But with the Mythos SL, they've done something entirely different. They've taken the soul of a sports car and infused it with the heart of a private jet. It's not just an evolution of the SL, it's the creation of a whole new identity, the Mythos series. Mercedes calls Mythos their ultra-exclusive portfolio, sitting above Maybach itself. Think of it as a members-only club for automotive royalty. Only a handful of cars will ever exist, and only hand-picked customers will be invited to own one. No waiting lists, no dealerships, no negotiations. If Mercedes calls you, you're in. If not, you'll only ever see it in pictures or at private showcases behind velvet ropes. That's the level of mystique we're dealing with. And the SL was chosen as the first Mythos model for one reason: emotion. Because the SL has always been about connection to the road, the sky, and the feeling of freedom that no luxury sedan can match. But in Mythos form, it becomes something transcendent. Let's talk design, because one glance, and you'll know this isn't a typical SL. The 2026 Mythos SL doesn't look designed by humans. It looks carved by wind and light. The silhouette is pure poetry. Long, low, and wide, with curves that feel liquid. Up front, the massive Maybach grille commands presence, with thin chrome veins glistening under a coat of deep, hand-polished Mythos red metallic, a custom paint so complex, it takes nearly a week to apply and finish each body. The headlights feature embedded Swarovski crystals, each refracting light into a soft sparkle. It's not just illumination, it's theater, the most striking element. The split windscreen, inspired by vintage racing speedsters and luxury yachts, it divides the cabin visually into two floating cockpits, driver and passenger. And behind it, twin fairings flow like waves, housing the retractable roof and forming one of the cleanest speedster profiles ever created. The rear end, pure sculpture. Chrome streaks blend into an illuminated Maybach emblem. And hidden beneath the smooth tail lies a deployable spoiler that adjusts itself based on wind resistance. Even the wheels tell a story. 22-inch forged discs with intricate Maybach etching, polished by hand and finished in black diamond lacquer. Every part of this car feels like it belongs in a museum. Yet it's made to move, like a missile. Step inside, and you immediately realize this isn't a car cabin. It's an experience. The interior is hand-built in Sindelfingen, where master craftsmen spend over 300 hours on each unit. The seats are wrapped in glacier-white Napa leather with rose-gold stitching, while the dashboard flows in real walnut and satin aluminum. Each air vent is machined from a single block of metal. The carpet is a silk blend woven for sound insulation. Even the seatbelt buckles are gold-finished. In front of you, the latest MBUX hyperscreen stretches across the entire dashboard. But instead of sharp, tech-heavy visuals, it uses soft, fluid animations that feel alive, almost breathing. You can change themes to match your mood, from sunset serenity to velvet drive. The steering wheel has touch-sensitive zones that respond to your grip pressure. And of course, there's the Maybach fragrance system, re-engineered from Mythos with a scent called Essence of Infinity. It's subtle, earthy, woody, with a hint of amber, and it's exclusive to Mythos customers only. This interior doesn't overwhelm you with technology, it seduces you with serenity. But let's not forget, beneath all this luxury lies serious performance. Under the hood sits a handcrafted 4.0-litre twin-turbocharged V8, combined with a mild hybrid system that adds an instant torque boost. The result, 831 horsepower. It launches from 0-60 mph in just 2.8 seconds, despite weighing nearly 2 tons. And yes, it's all-wheel drive, with torque vectoring so precise it can shift power to individual wheels in milliseconds. The 9-speed transmission glides so smoothly it feels telepathic. The air suspension scans the road ahead using cameras, adjusting damping before you even feel imperfections. It's not just adaptive, it's predictive. And when you activate Mythos Drive Mode, the entire car transforms. The exhaust deepens into a low velvet growl. The suspension stiffens just enough to carve corners with precision, and the steering tightens into that perfect blend of weight and confidence. It's not angry. It's composed, effortless, powerful, but polite about it. Now picture this moment. It's sunset on the Amalfi Coast. The road curves along cliffs. The air smells like salt and sea. You're behind the wheel of the Mythos SL, roof down, wind flowing through the cabin like silk. The horizon is gold. You flick the paddle. The V8 whispers, then growls. And just like that, the world slows down. This car doesn't shout. It sings. The throttle responds instantly. The exhaust hums in deep resonance, and the steering feels alive, like it's reading your thoughts. Every curve, every straight, it flows with you, not against you. It's the sensation of complete harmony between human and machine. You forget the speed, the technology, even the numbers, because what you're feeling is emotion, distilled. And then as you stop at a viewpoint, the engine quiets, the lights dim, and the silence returns. You look around, realizing that what you just experienced isn't just driving. It's a symphony. Every piece, every note, perfectly orchestrated. That's what the 2026 Maybach Mythos SL delivers. Not performance for bragging rights, but emotion for the soul. So what does this car really represent? It's not about horsepower. It's not about price. It's about status, not the kind you buy, but the kind you're invited into. The Mythos SL is Mercedes sending a message to the world that even in an age of electric hypercars and AI driving systems, there's still room for passion, craftsmanship, and human touch. This car isn't built on an assembly line. It's crafted like a watch, like a Stradivarius. Every piece, every stitch, every sound, perfectly measured to create serenity on wheels. Only around 50 units will be built worldwide. Each one unique, each one tailored down to the last screw to match its owner's vision. And yes, the price will easily cross $2.5 million depending on customization. But for those who can afford it, the price doesn't matter, because ownership itself is the luxury. What Mercedes has done here isn't just build a car, they've built an experience. They've created a new standard, not for performance, but for presence. The 2026 Maybach Mythos SL is proof that in a world rushing toward automation, true luxury is still handmade, hand-polished, and human at heart. So what do you think? Has Mercedes just created the most beautiful roadster of the decade? Or have they gone too far, turning a car into art for the ultra-elite? Let me know in the comments below, because one thing's certain, the Mythos SL doesn't just raise the bar for luxury. It redefines what luxury means. And if this is what the future of Maybach looks like, the rest of the world has a lot of catching up to do. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mercedes' newest masterpiece, hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed car reviews, and turn on notifications, because next week, we're taking a look at another ultra-luxury machine that's shaking up the automotive world. Until then, drive safe, stay curious, and never stop chasing perfection.